Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Nan Montgomery. She's Family and Consumer Sciences Agent in Ohio County. Pizza nights are always a favorite, and today you are going to show us how to make a homemade pizza crust.
Everybody in my family, we like different things. And so you can save a lot of money if you just make your own pizza crust and have your own toppings. And actually, with this recipe that we're going to make today, it's a lot of staple items. So it's olive oil, it's flour, sugar, and salt. The only thing that you may not have in your pantry at home would be active dry yeast. And the first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that we get 1 cup of hot water. You'll want to take a meat thermometer and make sure that this gets to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. If you get it too hot though, you can actually kill the yeast. So it's important that you make sure that you do use a food thermometer and make sure that the water gets the proper temperature. So this is 1 cup of hot water at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we are going to take 1 packet, and this is active dry yeast. And we are going to mix this together in a bowl, and we kind of want it to look like, it kind of looks like dirty water once you get done mixing this yeast all together. And so you just want to mix it and just keep mixing it till it gets all like I said, turns until it looks like dirty water. And you shouldn't see any, I'm calling it like granulars of yeast or anything. It needs to be completely mixed up so that yeast can get activated with that hot water. And so we're going to let this sit for 10 minutes, and now I can add the remainder of my ingredients. So we are going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to our water and yeast mixture. And then we are going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar to our mixture. And I'm just going to take a spoon and I'm going to mix this all together. And then once this is mixed all together, we are going to add our flour. So this is all-purpose flour. If you don't have all-purpose flour, you could also use bread flour from the grocery store, but most people more commonly are probably going to have the all-purpose flour. So I am going to add 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour to this mixture.
We know that kids and adults are more likely to try something new if they have a part in preparing the recipe. And so I think preparing a homemade pizza crust and creating your own pizza, choosing your toppings is a great way to have everyone contribute. And hopefully maybe we can get some of those picky eaters to try some veggies maybe they aren't too experienced with trying.
So we're mixing it as a dough, making it as a dough, but I'm also going to add just a pinch of regular salt in there. And then I'm going to keep mixing it. And you might notice when you are mixing your dough that it might seem that it's a little bit more of a crumbly mixture. And that is where the fun part begins, especially if you have children. So my dough is kind of, you can see how it's kind of falling apart. That's okay. It might seem a little dry. That's okay. Because next we're going to take our hands and we're actually going to form this into what we need to be our pizza crust. I've made my ball of dough, and we're just going to take our hands and we are going to press out the dough and make it any way that you would like the dough to be made. You can make it whatever shape that you want. I'm just going to do the traditional circle pizza. We will pick it up and put it on our pizza pan. And then the best part is we're going to put a little bit of olive oil on top. I'm going to rub it in with my hands. And we can add you can add your toppings. So you can add your pizza sauce, your cheese, pepperonis, whatever your family would like to make this your own home personal pizza.
Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we'll see you next time.